Yo, what up, guys? What up, what up, what up? Yo, see, I just saw a message where it said performance that, you know, banned him from being anti-Semitic. Like, what's that, anyways? Like, mm, a beautiful day, yo. No, just saw it online and it was like, banned is Kanye West, man. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yo, super crazy. Got banned. Got banned, man. Yeah, I'm just out here and the weather's looking good. The weather's looking super good, yeah. Super good. Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. Yeah, welcome to the live, guys. Uh, just trying to take some fresh air. And I was thinking Kanye West already apologized, yeah. I think the man already apologized and said that he was going through some, you know, episode, something like that. And the thing there is, I still wonder why he got banned. You know, I wasn't expecting that in the first place because at what point does all this whole thing ever stops? At what point does it stop? Uh, at what point does it really stop, anyways? You know, no one knows when it stops. Hey, man, it's just to me. I just feel like they're making it too much of a problem because, I mean, if you look at the whole thing is when he did that song, yeah, the High Hitler song, it's more personal than what they've turned it to. So being banned from performing in the UK is quite funny because it just simply means we're giving relevance to things that don't hold too much relevance. That's just the whole thing I'm saying. Like me, like if you're banning him from coming to perform, then what happens? It's just gonna be a whole because he already apologized. I mean, like if someone comes at one point of his life and says, okay, I know I realized I made a mistake, and I now accept my mistakes. It was my fault. I was going through some episodes, and we all know that man had some, he had some. Yeah, hello, Daidan Gonzalez. Oh, welcome, man. You're always on the show. Yeah, so like I was saying is he already apologized that he had some episodes, and even if we're not gonna accept the whole thing and say, okay, probably maybe he's just doing it so he can get his, yeah, hi bro, yeah, like Hukata, yeah, 7803. Oh, welcome to the live, man. I mean, he already apologized. So if someone apologizes, so are we saying that we can't forgive people for making mistakes and realizing that they've made a mistake and try to apologize? I mean, and you see, the funniest thing on the whole thing is this: is there's too many problems. There's too much problems already in the UK that the government should be more focused on than than banning someone who's come to do a show. You understand? I mean, like, whatever he said then in the music, the High Hitler song was it was quite popular. Now I know that it was quite popular, but then he already told you that this was a mistake. He was going through some shitty stuff at the time, and he's sorry. I mean, that's enough reason. And it's not like it's the UK government who's paying for the shows, anyways. Who the people paying for the shows? The individuals, you and I, we're the ones paying with our own money, blood and sweat, right? Trying to get it tamed. So if people want to book, okay, they decide that they don't want to go for the show, it's their choice. But the UK government getting involved, what does it tell you? It simply means that they're taking sides. It's it's free speech. I mean, like, it's music. You see, music is an art, right? And with music, one thing that I was trying to let people understand is, yeah, black people, respect. Oh, respect, man. Respect, man. You know, music is an art, right? And with music, I can decide to do whatever I want to do with the music. Right? I can decide to talk about my pain. I can decide to talk about whatever it is, right? And I shouldn't get punished for it. I shouldn't get punished for it. But now, you see, the whole thing is this. It's almost seeming like he's becoming targeted towards him, and it seems like that what he was even saying in the song itself. You see, the High Hitler song was, when he did the song, you know, it came from a place of pain. It came from a place of real pain. That's when he did the song. And now he realized that, okay, maybe he didn't go, the people didn't really understand where the whole pain was coming from. And okay, he apologized. And he said, okay, you know what, I made a mistake and blah, 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 blah. It should be in the past, right? I mean, then a government is getting involved. Do you understand? It's almost similar. It's not like as the Jewish community who's getting involved, like the government itself is getting involved. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be. Come on. It shouldn't be. It's music. It's music. It's music. And you see, the one thing I've come to understand is not a lot of people can take what they dish out. You understand? Whatever you dish out, not a lot of people can really take it. They can't really take it. I mean, come on, what's the prime minister really doing? He's saying because he was disrespectful. So it's, to me, it's the same thing. You're trying to silence the man. You're trying to silence the man. I'm paying my money to see him, right? I'm paying to see him. Someone else is paying to see him. Other people are paying money to see him. It's not the government who's paying. Come on. And what the prime minister successfully done? I'll tell you one thing is, he simply denied the people the right to see whatever artist they want to see. It's simply what he has done. Because you as an individual, you have the right. If the people decide that, if I decide that I don't want to see Kanye West because of the kind of, because of that particular problem, or the song itself, I didn't like the song, definitely we all know he's not going to play the song anyway anyways. And he's not been in the UK for how long? For more than a decade now, and he's trying to, give the fans something, and the government is automatically, they've denied the people that access that they need, because everyone wants to have fun, right? And of course, and you can't take away the greatness from the man. Yeah, you can. It doesn't matter how we're going to look at him and say, oh, he's acting in a particular way, but you can't take away that greatness. Yeah, you can't. You simply can't. It's quite painful. I mean, this whole show would have made a lot of sense as wireless. Come on, as wireless. So it's gonna be like well organized, man. And they just deny the people the opportunity to see greatness all over again. It's what I'm saying all the time. All the time, you can't. You see, when the government tries to get involved in things that don't really matter, yeah. I mean, the UK has a lot of problems, lot of problems that Kanye West is the least of the UK's problem. Oh, my network just went off. No, he's the least, man. like he's the least of the UK's problem right now. I mean, everyone is going through a lot. We see things happening all over the world, yeah, and yeah, someone is just trying to have fun, just trying to have fun. Yeah, what happened? The government is like, no, we're not going to accept that because of what he said, because of the music he did. He was in pain. You know what it means to be in pain, man? You know what it means to be in pain? The man wasn't mad at pain. Like, the pain was too crazy for him that he had to do what he did. And you see, if he didn't do it, then probably I wouldn't have even understood what man was passing through. You know, he was going through a lot. He was going through a lot. You know? I thought everything. Everyone has the right to say what they want to say. Yeah, of course. Some people might be like, everything has consequences for your actions. Yeah, of course. We all know that, but he didn't do the worst thing ever. Yeah, he just did the song and he said what he said because he knew what he was passing through. So if he realized that, okay, maybe I went too far off the edge and I'm apologizing, and he apologizes and he goes like, I was going through something at that point. There's no need punishing the man for it. You know, there's no need. You're punishing the man for in his mind. Like, it's, to me, that's tyranny. That's tyranny. You can't punish people for it's a song. You see, that's the beauty of music itself. Yeah, I might not come out to say I don't like something you're doing and put in the music. That's the beauty, and people get the message from that. So making it seem like you're targeting him for what exactly? For the music he did, for the music he did, nothing else. It's simply the same thing he was saying in the song. He was saying something in the song like that. This is exactly what they do, and you see. One thing I always try to let people understand is, you see, you won't understand till it get this shit gets to you. It happens. I mean, where I'm from, right? I see people get persecuted for songs that they drop a song, and the song is literally what's happening in these situations. And all of a sudden, they're being attacked by the government. Why are you attacking someone for doing a song, man? It's a song, it's an act. And what happens to the artist? The mind of the artist is trying to get people to see what they're thinking, what they're feeling, without actually saying it. It's a song. Come on. And you see, the thing there is, I don't think the people understand how bad the situation is. Because if people understand how bad the situation is, I think they will be the ones calling it out. Like, they'll have to start talking about it and letting the government understand that you can determine, you can tell us the kind of music to listen to, because it's only a test. You see, one thing I always tell people is, with policies being made in government, yeah, most policies being made in government, they test it out. You see, this is like the very first test. It's like the test that people are going to see for the very first time. Or we can decide the kind of music you listen to. We can decide the kind of artist that comes into the country. We can decide what we can make every decision for you, and you won't do jack shit. That's exactly what just happened. Yeah, thank you, Adish Kumar. Yeah, you understand? So the people are not really looking at it from that angle. What the people are looking at, people are just being quiet. It's really starting. It tells you how much more control the government can have over what you do in your life. Yeah, because if we want to see an artist, right, and we're bringing our money to see the artist, no one should be stopping us from doing that. It's only a matter of time. They might decide to say, okay, you know what, this is a specific artist we want you to start listening to. You can't listen to this artist anymore because we don't like them. They don't fit the scope of what we want. And that is where it all begins. And so the people are not looking at it from that angle. What the people are looking at, everyone has just been silent because, oh no, because he said something that doesn't make sense. It's anti-Semitic. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it doesn't stop there. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning, man. It's painful, you know. It's painful. We don't look at life like that. Everyone is just being quiet now because it's Kanye, you know. People might say they don't like him, you know, they don't like what he's done. But man, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter if you like him or not. Man was going through pain, said what he had to say, and that is it. He didn't kill no one. He wasn't violent, you know. So people are emotional, and in as much as we try, you see one thing I've come to understand with people. You think celebrities or are some special kind of beings. No, they're human like you. They have feelings like you. They make mistakes like you. So for Kesama to take this to the whole another level, because everyone already forgot about the whole thing anyways, because I mean when I did a video about the song, you know, everyone already forgot about it. And you see, the most important thing is the man apologized. And when someone apologizes, man, that tells you that they've taken accountability. They know they've made a mistake. Gideon, that's what you're talking about, man, man. You know, that means he's taking accountability, yeah? He made a mistake, yeah? And he has said, well, I made a mistake, and this is the problem. This is what caused the whole thing. So for the UK government to take it too personal is something I never expected. I mean, this is the UK. The UK is not Israel. Like, what's going on? It's not like he went to Israel. I mean, it's the UK, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Most of you won't understand what I'm saying, but when you begin to understand how politics defines your life, yeah, you begin to take things like this really seriously, man. No, for real. It's not the people's choice. You didn't come to say you don't want Kanye West. You understand? You didn't come. There wasn't a code that says, okay, do you want Kanye West to perform here or you don't want? No, there's no choice. You didn't make the choice. The government made a choice for you. I mean, we're not. It's not Israel. You understand? It's not Israel. It's the UK. So if there is, if he was to perform in Israel, like maybe he went to Israel and he's supposed to perform in Israel, and they say no, we won't let you in because this is what you said, right? Then it's fine. But why is it happening in the UK? Come on, why is it happening? Why is it happening in the UK? Do you understand? Doesn't make any sense. And it just further tells you that he was right to an extent. Yes. Yeah, he was right to an extent. They persecute you for just saying your stuff, your mind, how you feel. It's crazy. But it's a good day out here anyways. Yeah, it's a good day, man. Kasama with his Facebook arrest. Man, it's true. That I don't really understand. Like, yeah, for real, but that's the truth. Like, who employs people to sit down and start going through people's comments and looking at arresting them for comments? I've never seen that anywhere before. Is what I'm saying. Now, can you not really say you have free speech, right? I'm a bot on the troll. Can I be a moderator on your channel? I'm a moderator on my channel, but you're a bot on the troll. Come on. You understand? Like, you can say that you practice that there's a free speech here. There's no free speech, man. Like, you arrest people for Facebook comments. Like, you employ people, they just sit down, they're looking for comments, and they arrest people for it. No, you're not really free. And you see, the one thing about the music, I tell people all the time, there is a reason why conscious music became watered down to appeal to the political class. You see, majority of the changes that you have in the world today, came from artists, musicians who could speak to power. Do you understand? Let's if we talk about Bob Marley, the same thing. Lucky Dube, the same thing. A lot of them, they were able to look at what's going on, and they talk about it. And you see, the people become more aware. The government is not like, okay, for these people to be more aware, now let's address the problem. But it seems like this period, no one is looking at that kind of music. Everyone is just doing the same thing. Everyone just wants to talk about bomb and money. No one is talking about what's really going on. And it's become really crazy. Yeah. Doesn't make any sense. Nah, makes no sense, man. And every year we keep experiencing the same thing. Every year. The same fucked up shit. I mean, like, if the people want to spend their money watching someone, it shouldn't be a problem. I've not seen an artist like that for 20 years. Yeah, King Mike. It's way more than 20 years, what I'm saying. It's way more than 20 years. Yeah. And seeing an artist like that is gonna be a little bit difficult because everyone is chasing the same thing. Money. You know, everyone is chasing money, validation. Everyone said the bag, the bag, the bag. Yes, it's more than 20 years. You haven't seen an artist like that. An artist like that, they don't get picked up by the God in him. So if there are artists like that, no one is even looking at, trying to get them to mainstream because they feel like, oh, what should I just, yeah, it's more than 20 years, more than. Or they get suppressed. Yeah, they get suppressed, exactly. But that's like, but that's what, you see, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do like songs like that, you need to have like your own community. Of course, it gets suppressed because everyone is boxed to same thing. You're not selling the music online, you're not making money off it. So, if that's a place to explore, then simply means that you have to go back to how it was being done back in the days. That's just the only way. Yeah. Of course, they'll always get suppressed. But then, it's always been like that. Always been like that. Always. Mm. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. I don't tell you. The only way it's ever gonna change someday is simply when people get really, really tired. When people get really tired. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. There was a way it was done in the days, back in the days. There was a way it was being done. And so, if that's the style of music you want to start doing, then it has to be exactly that same approach. It doesn't matter how small, you know. If you have a community, let's say 50 people who are willing to listen, that's all you need. 50 people is even much. We're talking about probably 20 people, 20, 30, 10, you know. But they want to listen to conscious music. it will always get suppressed on the internet because they control the internet. So they know it's like you having, you see, there was a time that I was saying something that um, people having money and a physical cash. Yeah, if you have a cash and someone has money in the card, someone has money in the card. Yeah, you see, you can have a card and you can't be able to do nothing. You can't be able to shop. Yeah, you can have a card but you can shop. You see, now I used to think that that was just some serious talk until I experienced it in real time. I had money on my card. I went to the market, supermarket. I went to get stuff, but because I didn't have internet, and now I had to buy internet, right? Now I had to buy internet to be able to have access to my card. Because I couldn't even swipe, I couldn't even do nothing because use your phone to touch and all that. And the guy I was supposed to buy stuff from, and I explained the whole thing to the guy. I told the guy that, come on, I don't have internet at the moment, and I can't even get internet. That can you help me get me give me a hotspot so I can connect with my Wi-Fi and all that. He said he doesn't have, and bro, I tell you right there, I understood when people said cash is king. Right there, I understood it. I understood it. You can't thing I tell everybody. How are you? Whatever we experiencing now is simply a test. You understand? If the government can tell you who comes in here and who doesn't, oh, this plane is loud as fuck. It is not for the people to stand up and say, we don't want this. You can't come and ban someone for something they already apologized for. And everyone is just keeping quiet because it's Kanye West. It doesn't make any sense. Hi, bro. Yeah, it is from the Netherlands, but the government tells us to keep 1,000 American before the war starts. Is crazy. Yeah. Hey, Zadok. Yeah, you see, the government asking you to keep 1k euros at home before the war starts. You see, that's simply because they understand the power of cash. You see, you can have $1 million on your card, and that card is not going to work. That card is not. It's how powerful the government is. You see. When they say internet made the world a global village, it simply means that our internet, there's more control over everything you do. There's more control, man. There's more control over everything. Everything. Not some things, everything. Yeah, the government asking you to keep some cash is because they are being fair. You see, then they understand these things. They know that, you see, the problem is we as humans, we've grown to become too comfortable. Yeah, I think we've grown to become too comfortable, and we're not prepared for any other thing. Otherwise, we would have known most of these things. You see, when you become too comfortable, and that is when the enemy strikes. That's when the enemy strikes. Yeah. Yeah, when you become too comfortable, that's when on the show, because of what he said of music, He's not a politician. He just said that based off what he was feeling at that point, and he's being banned. Uh, it simply means we've chosen to be quiet.